Hey guys, today I wanted to do a review of the Logitech G933 Artist Spectrum. I wanted to pick these up because I wanted something that was wireless. I have a couple nice wired headphones, but wanted to try to dive back in because for the most part wireless headphones just don't sound that great. And I'm not an audiophile, but I do like to have good sound, especially when I'm playing games on PC or just productivity or listening to music. So I will say, even though these use obviously any headphone is not going to be unless it has like multiple speakers in it. Most headphones that advertise some sort of surround sound is all just software trickery. The only thing that I will say as far as some of the technologies in that is Dolby Atmos headphone is actually pretty good, as well as DTS Headphone X. I think they're both good. I think they have their place. I will say probably I prefer DTS X or Headphone X for listening to music, but when it comes to games, I mean, it's hard to beat Atmos. These are good headset. I will say I've tried a couple other wireless headphones, and they weren't horrible, but they were just way overpriced. Like, I'm not willing to pay $300 for something that sounds worse than maybe some Audio Technicas or something for less than half the price of that. These sounded actually pretty great. When you turn all the little software features off and you just leave it on stereo, it sounds actually pretty great, and battery life is not bad. I think it's kind of funny that you get 8 hours with the LEDs on and 12 with it off. It's like it's headphones. Like, I'll take the battery life over LEDs, and I'm not going to be able to see any day. As far as the buttons and the features and stuff on it, I mean, like, if you're into that sort of thing and you like G keys on your headphones, I mean, you can use them. They do serve a purpose. They can change EQs. So if you do like some of the software features, or you want to pump the bass up on them, you can do that as well. There's a mute function. It does have a mic on it. I use a desktop mic, but I mean, you can see all the other reviews where they talk about they talk about the mic and they do the testing on it. It sounds pretty good. It's actually probably one of the better sounding mics on a wireless gaming headset. It's got these removable panels on it, which are pretty nice. So one of my favorite things is that you can actually store the little USB dongle in here for when you're traveling with it or not using it. And then the other side is just the battery, and they're held on with magnets. I haven't had any problems with the magnets or with the little panels falling off, or I think they got a little snap on it too, so, or easy little snap to just help prevent it from coming off. Have full swivel. Build quality is good. It does creak a little bit, some of the plastic, but like I don't think that's like a poor quality sort of thing. I think that's just everything's just kind of tight, and it's just the materials that they use when they rub up against each other. They squeak like that, so it's not so bad. Lots of bass. I do want to get into the audio because a lot of reviews that I saw don't really talk about the audio quality too much on these. I thought they were great. I actually stuck it in. If you go, neat little trick. If you go to your device properties and you go in, you update drivers. If you choose USB instead of the Logitech, you can actually choose, when you turn everything off, you can actually choose to use Dolby headphone or Dolby Atmos headphones. So once it switched to that, I mean, I was pretty happy with this headset. So I was kind of worried about that. I was worried that I wasn't going to be, I was going to be forced to use their software, their version of surround, which I didn't think was very good. The padding feels great. I think some people prefer the leather, but to be honest, on a gaming headset, I do have some leather cup headphones, and when you're wearing them for an extended period of time, anybody knows that you're going to start building up like quite a bit of sweat. So I was happy that they went with like a mesh on here, and I do like that the mesh is actually, it's pretty thick, and it's actually pretty sturdy too. It's not overly soft. I mean, it's not like hard as a rock, but it's not going to break down anytime soon. So I thought the quality, at least of the mesh, the sport, it's like a sports fabric, is actually pretty good. One of my biggest gripes of other headphones is the little top headband portion right here, the padding. After about 2 or 3 hours, if you're gaming with it or something, especially if like you have like a heavy headset, it starts to dig into the top of your head. This one doesn't. I found this one to be really, really comfortable. I have kind of a smaller head, so I found that these were perfect because they had the right amount of clamp force to not fall off my head, and but it wasn't like overbearing too much. Plus the little swivel right here and stuff helps out with it as well. I did see some of the other reviews talking about how it falls off your head. I haven't had that issue yet. I even tried to make it fall off my head. You know, even without the hat, I haven't had any issues. So anyway, that's my review of it. If you have any questions, just leave something down in the comments. But I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.